Welcome back, everyone. Okay, so the first thing you're going to notice is I've gone ahead and moved the redstone engine and pipe back. Now this is so that the items are coming in the backside and they'll fall to the ground down here, which will make them much easier to pick up with an obsidian pipe. As you'll see in just a moment when that bugger tries to pop in. It's not going to work. So he's going to fall down right there, which is the prime spot for an obsidian pipe. So we'll just turn off that engine and pick up the obsidian that falls. Okay, so we're just going to go 2 blocks down and throw a pipe so that these guys are falling right on it. And then take one of our redstone engines, put it back here, and then simply dig down and put, let's see here, now this can be turned on and off by redstone, so what we want to do is go into this redstone control tab and disable redstone control status so that I can put a lever here to turn on the engine without accidentally turning this off. Okay, so now that this obsidian pipe is down here and it's receiving power, all I have to do is create a little pipe that comes up here and feeds things back into the chest. So now, if I turn... Whoa! I think my mouse just died on me. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So if I turn this redstone engine on and go ahead and refill this, you'll see that when it pops out, it's just going to fall onto that obsidian pipe and get pumped back into the chest accordingly. Now, why is this not running? Is it not running because the pipes are full? The pipes are not full. Why are you not running? You were running just a second ago. What in the world is going on here? Oh, there we go, it's running now. Not exactly sure why it stopped. Anyway, so now you'll see that as it fills up, the cobblestone will fall back out and fall onto that obsidian pipe we set up down there and simply be pumped back into the chest up here, which means we now have a fail-safe system, which is excellent, because who likes their systems failing on them? Now you'll notice we're not generating that much power, and that we have an incredible backflow of lava. Like, at this rate, shortly we're just going to literally start overflowing lava. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add in some more rows of engines and such. And you've seen me do this once, so I'm just going to do it off camera. Okay, so we're back. And you're going to notice I went maybe a little overboard, possibly, but I don't think so. I think it's beautiful, and I love my wall of engines. So, you'll notice, however, that despite all of that, we're not getting much power out of this. 1 second, let me check. Power usage, 5 megajoules a tick. So that means this only needs to be like 10. Okay, so you can adjust the input and output on this, and I've adjusted this to 10 since this only accepts about that much, but you're going to notice that I'm still not gaining any energy in here. Now, why is that? That's because wooden conductive pipes will take all of the energy ever. If you have energy, it's going to take it. So what we need is redstone. What we need is redstone energy conduit, which is like an advanced type of power, and to make that we need energy conduit, which is why I made extra hardened glass to begin with. So we will just pop up these stairs, and I'm actually probably going to make some extra hardened glass, and just look at the recipe. It's pretty simple. It's electrium and hardened glass, and so I'm going to make a couple sets of these, and I'm also, this is the liquid transposer, excellent. I'm going to make a second lava magma crucible and hook it up down here temporarily, and then use this all to get my stuff ready to go. So I will be back when all that's set up. Alright, so I went ahead and made 8 sets of energy conduit. That gives me 1 whole stack. And so I need a whole stack of redstone to fill these. So you can see I made another magma crucible. Just throw my redstone in there, and that will be turned into the redstone liquid, as we've seen before. And you can see I've changed the configuration on these. The orange is on the side and the blue is on this side, so it's going to fill up. And then I need to put the energy conduits in here, and they will slowly fill up accordingly. So since I have 2 of these already, I can't really break that energy connection yet. So I'm going to wait for them to finish their schnizzle, and then I will come back. Alright, so we now have enough of this to go ahead and replace all of these dinky old pipes. Okay, so also why I was, dang it. Okay. While I was bored, I added another magma crucible to help empty out the fuel faster. Now we're just going to throw this down, and you'll notice when it connects to a machine, there's 2 different symbols that would form an arrow if you could see the whole thing. You could see this is the bottom of the arrow, this is the top of the arrow. You want this little part showing when it's going into the machine, and you want this arrow showing when it's coming out of the machine. So this is going to help more accurately control the amount of input that it's getting. So instead of just sucking this battery dry all of the time, we should start to see some buildup. So if I turn this down like a lot, oh, I see what the issue is. These guys have their own internal storage of energy, but once that internal storage builds up, you'll start to see that we get more energy saved as a net worth of it. But yeah, these pipes have their own internal storage that this is sucking out. So if I turn this down to 0, you'll see how fast we are building up energy. But we'll just go ahead and get that out just about as fast as it will let us. And we will connect up these machines. So coming out and going in, and you can see that these machines are getting, well, maybe you can't see, but me having used these machines, I can tell they're getting their energy in a much more efficient manner than they were previously. Okay, welcome back down here. You can see that all of my wires finished processing, and I went ahead and I put them on all the redstone engines because the wooden pipes and the golden pipes were eating up a lot of the energy that these engines were producing, and I went ahead and shut these machines off. And now you can see that now this is all set up correctly with highly efficient wires, that this energy cell is actually gaining a lot of energy. And these guys over here are doing the same. They're always at full energy, they're always producing more lava, and for the most part these engines are always running. So let's see here. Yeah, there's some of them in here that don't always run. A couple of them. But for the most part, this whole wall of engines is going on pretty constantly, pretty full of lava all the time, and it's only going to get better the longer this goes on. It hasn't been running at full capacity very long, and the only fuel source I have for this is netherrack, which is going to be pretty good because I can get tons of that really easily. No need to worry about that. So what I'm going to do right now is, since this system runs on netherrack, I'm going to finish cleaning out my inventory. I did a little bit of cleaning out after all my machining was done, and after I clean it out, we'll just go ahead and do a little netherrack run and gather a bunch of it for the system. Alright, so let's to the nether and gather a bunch of fuel. I'm so glad that I discovered this system, because netherrack is so plentiful, I'm not going to ever really have to worry about running out of fuel. And that's a ghast. And I didn't bring a bow and arrow. Flawed plan already. Excellent. Let me go grab a bow. You know what? Forget the bow. We're just here to grab some netherrack, and if the ghast doesn't like that, he can just, he can go somewhere else. That's fine. We got here first. This is our netherrack. It's all ours. And if he doesn't like that, well, that's just too bad. He's going to have to deal with it. Alright, so tons of netherrack. And of course, I'm not going to sit you down here and force you to watch me just mining netherrack until my inventory is full. But I will see you guys next time. And the next time we are on, we are going to start harvesting some of that Buildcraft energy using a pulverizer, what is it called? The thermal craft. Oh, I thought that was a wither. The thermal expansion, not thermal craft, the thermal expansion furnace, which is very nice indeed, and some of the other fancy-dancy thermal expansion machines, such as the igneous extruder, and so on. So, I will see you all the next time I am gallivanting around the Feed the Beast server. Toodles!